Before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is a great way to buy Rocket League items and credits on any platform at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. In this series, I'm trading from nothing all the way up to the alpha cap again. I've done it before, but we are doing it again because why not? I'm trying to beat my original time of 142 days. I definitely think that is possible, but please do give me some encouragement because this is a massive series and it's over 200,000 credits. So, yeah, it's going to take me a long time, but make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and let's get straight into the first trade of episode 1. Okay, so usually with my nothing to somethings, I start off with 100 credits, but I thought it would be a little bit more fitting to start off with a rare drop. So literally nothing in my Rocket League inventory, and whatever I get from this drop, I have to use to trade up to the alpha cap. And luckily, I get a non-crate very rare, which I can sell for around 20 credits or an item overpay. And I'm actually selling it on here around 10 minutes later for a grey Merc, which although it's not that easy to sell, it does have a spreadsheet value of 150 credits, and what I'm going to be doing is putting up posts searching for either 150 credits or an item overpay for this offer. I want to open myself up to item overpays as well because not a lot of people have credits, and if they want my item they can overpay in items just like I'm getting here, as I'm getting a Sparkles and a Spectre, which together adds up to 250 credits. So a very nice 100 credit overpay for my grey Merc, and these items are also easier to sell, so pretty much a win-win situation for me. Sparkles are quite easy to sell, so I was able to get this gone in literally about 5 minutes, so some really easy profit from this item. And I'm also getting 100 credits, which will allow me to go and buy some more items in the future. But ideally what I'm going to be trying to do now is selling on my Spectre so I can get as many credits as possible to work with so that I can get as much profit as possible. Unfortunately, I was not able to sell the Spectre on cheap black markets. They're also really hard to sell, so nobody was really interested in that item, but instead I was able to pick up an Octane Shisa for just 100 credits, and it's valued at 200 credits minimum value. Again, this is quite hard to sell, but eventually I should be able to find that minimum value and get myself a lot of profit, because at this stage 100 credits profit is massive for my inventory. I've literally only started from a rare drop like half an hour ago at this point, so 100 credits profit is still massive, and I am selling on my Spectre here for 150 credits. Again, that is going to be the minimum value. It took me around half an hour to actually sell this item, so I'm wasting a little bit of time, but 150 credits is definitely going to help me out. And I'm actually going to be going on to sell some credits right away for a Tora. Cheap black markets, even though they are quite hard to sell, they're very good for making profit because a lot of people quick sell them all of the time. I love to start off my nothing to somethings with cheap black markets, and I should be able to sell this Tora for 100 credits. It might take a while, but again, even 50 credits profit at this stage is going to help me out more than you think. Another thing I want to say is that starting a nothing to something is the hardest part of it. Once I get past this stage, I should be able to make up to 200 credits profit per trade, which is definitely more than what I'm getting here, but literally even 50 credits profit at this stage is really good. But as we go on, hopefully towards the end of this episode and the next episode, I should be getting more profit every single trade and advancing really quickly, because I am trying to get the alpha cap really quick in less than 142 days, so I'm going to try and get as much profit as possible, and it should definitely get better. I'm also picking up a Sub-Zero here for just 80 credits, and it's valued at 200, so I should be able to get 120 credits profit, and sure enough, I'm able to sell it on for 200 credits. Again, I'd be lying if I said this was quick. It did take me quite a while, but starting a nothing to something, as I mentioned earlier, is the hardest part, and it's still a good amount of profit. 120 credits profit is very good, and hopefully I should be able to move on to bigger and better items, maybe painted Octanes, painted Standards, even painted Fenix, and they should be able to give me a little bit more profit, and I should also be able to sell them on a little bit quicker as they are more high demand. But I'm picking up a Sky Blue Draco, which is probably one of the best trades in this video so far, or the whole series so far, and I'm paying just 360, which is an underpay of 140 credits. I was trying to underpay by a little bit more because this item tends not to be the easiest to sell. I was able to sell it on eventually for 500 credits, but again, this did take me around an hour, so I am wasting quite a bit of time, and I'm also trying to do daily uploads of this series, so hopefully I can move on to trades that are a little bit quicker and get me a little bit more profit, such as this pink octane, which I'm buying for 100 credits below the minimum value. It's not as much of an underpay as maybe the Sky Blue Draco or even that Sub-Zero from earlier, but octanes are so easy to sell on, so even though I might not get as much profit here, I'm going to be getting more profit in less time, if that makes sense. And time is very important. I'm going to try and save as much time as possible because, as I mentioned, I am trying to beat my last time on the alpha cap of 142 days, and I'm actually trying to do it in under 100 days. I'm also selling on my Tora here for 100 credits. That has been sitting around in the inventory for a good few hours now, but eventually I got it sold, as I mentioned earlier. I said I would, and I got it sold. So there we go. That's more credits to work with now, and I'm also selling on the octane here. Now I believe I'm actually getting the middle value here, which I was really surprised by because I can't actually usually sell any of my items for the middle value. I'd always say the market's too dead, I can't get the middle value, but there we go. I've actually sold something for the middle value, possibly showing the market is making a little bit of a comeback, which would be a very good time for it because I'm doing a 100-day series, so hopefully the market does pick up and trading gets really easy because already nothing to alpha cap is very hard, but when you give me a bad market, it's even harder. I'm also picking up a Lime Zombie here. This was a very good trade as well. I underpaid by 150 credits, and this item is also very high demand, meaning that I should be able to sell it on pretty quickly and get some really quick and easy profit. I'm also picking up a Painted Fennec here, and I am paying 120 credits below the minimum value, but again, this is a high demand item just like that Lime Zombie. So already I'm picking up items which are easier to sell, meaning I'm getting profit so much quicker. Items are so easy to sell on right now, and that is why I always target high demand items, because it just speeds up the trading process by so much. I also managed to sell the Lime Zombie on for a Fennec, which sells for roughly 350, 100 credits and a Hexed. That offer comes to around 550 credits, and I was only really looking for 400 for that Lime Zombie. So some really good profit there. Paid 250, got 550 in value. So that is so much profit. 300 credits profit from that Lime Zombie alone if I can sell everything for at least the minimum value. I'm also getting rid of that Forest Green Fennec here for 400 credits, making some really nice profit as well. And already you can see how I've got so much profit starting off with literally a rare drop. So make sure you are also doing a nothing to something, because even in a dead market, it's still pretty easy to make profit. Around 5 minutes later, I was able to sell on my Fennec for 350 credits. I wasn't able to find the middle value of 400, but I'm still getting a good amount of profit from that item, so I can't really complain. And I also managed to get rid of my Hexed here for 150 credits. It did take quite a while of negotiating to actually get this guy to do 150 credits, but I'm happy because he did eventually. I wasn't wasting my time, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've done so much negotiating already. There are loads of people who are trying to underpay for my items, and you guys probably will encounter that as well if you're looking to do a series just like this. But just make sure you're negotiating as well. Try not to sell any of your items below the minimum value, and you should be able to get a good amount of profit. I'm also picking up a Crimson Octane here, 100 credits below the minimum value, and again for this item I'm going to be trying to find the middle value, just trying to squeeze a little bit more profit out of every single item, because it will definitely add up over time. I mean, if I'm getting 50 credits profit extra every single trade, I'm probably doing over 1,000 trades in this series, so that would definitely add up and get me loads more profit. I'm also picking up a Dueling Dragons, 100 credits below the minimum value. This has a very high demand as well, so I should be able to sell that on really quickly. And as you can see right now, I'm literally just targeting those high demand items, trying to move away from those cheap black markets which are very hard to sell, and this should speed up the process of trading as well. And I managed to sell on the Crimson Octane for not quite that middle value actually, but 50 credits more than the minimum value. As I mentioned, that will add up over time, and I'm happy I was able to find just a little bit more than that minimum value. And also Purple Octane, picking up another Octane. They're so good for making profit. I'm underpaying by 100 credits again, and I'm actually buying this through RL Garage. I've basically got a post up offering for every Painted Octane apart from Titanium White 100 credits below the minimum value, and people come to me and I make a ton of profit that way. But already the first episode is over and we've made a ton of profit. off it. Hopefully that does continue throughout the series because I have a very, very long way to go. I'm trying to complete this in under 100 days, so please give me some encouragement. Drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're going to be trying to go for 200 likes on this episode. I usually say 100, but I have a feeling this video will do quite well. So as I mentioned, please make sure to drop a like, make sure to comment Alpha Cap if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Me.